let's start off taking our spiky balls. You're going to want to make sure you've got a mat, something to rest your head on, might be a little cushion or a folded up towel. Ideally a spiky ball, and you bounce on either a balance pad, or if you're at home you can just use a cushion from your sofa. And then if you have got one, foam roller and your band. Then start off rolling out your feet. Really thinking about digging the bottom of your foot into your ball, trying to squash it. Trying to loosen up the muscles on the bottom of your foot. Really good for your balance. Keep your grip. Just waking up everything in your feet before we start. Thinking about digging in, rolling all the way through the arch of your foot to your heel, loosening it off, and then again squashing down as you roll and toe to heel. You do that 5 more times. And switch sides. Again, really thinking about digging through the arch of the foot, all the way from your toes to your heel. I feel it more sensitive in one foot than the other. Five more. Alright, so just like you'll just face it up from the side. Set yourself up in the middle of your mat, standing with your feet together. You want heels and toes touching. And tall, thinking about lifting up and out of your waist. Separate your feet by turning your toes out, and then bringing your heels behind. Gently soften into your knees. Allow your body weight first to shift forwards. Feel your weight pressing into all of your toes. And then shifting backwards, your weight pressing into your heels. Forwards again, weight into your toes. Backwards into your heels. And then settling evenly between heels and toes. Let your weight shift over onto your right foot. Your left foot. Right foot, left foot, and now allow your weight to settle evenly between both feet. Keep the knees soft, bring your hands up to your pelvis, find the brim of your pelvis around your hip bones. We're imagining our pelvis being like a bucket of water fall right to the top. Tip that bucket of water forwards. As you do that, you'll feel your back arch, your bottom stick out. Tip your bucket of water backwards now, tucking your tail under. See what this looks like from the side. As we tip that bucket of water forward, my lower back arches, bottom sticks out. And then I tip that bucket of water backwards and tucking my tail, flattening out my lower back. Do that twice more. Spin forwards, spin backwards, forwards, tipping backwards. Now try and find halfway between those 2 points. And that halfway point, just got a very slight curve in the lower back. Taking a breath in as you breathe out, going into your core. Imagine you've got a belt low around your hips. It's got 10 notches on it. As you breathe out, you're drawing in 2 notches on that belt, keeping it engaged. Starting to now roll your shoulders. Big shoulder rolls. We're rolling up, back and down. Really trying to open up your shoulder blades, open up your chest. Give them your next one, let your shoulder blades settle all the way down the back towards your bottom. Gently tuck your ribs down towards your hips. And imagine a string from the top of your head drawing you tall. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, float your arms up, up onto your toes. And breathe in, heels come down, and arms come down. Again, breathe out, lift up, core stays engaged. Breathe in, come back down. Once more. And then lower. Link your fingers. Try to open up your upper back. Breathe in, hands come up to your chest. Tuck your chin. Breathe out, press your hands away from you. Keeping the chin tucked, breathe in, press your hands up to the ceiling. And breathe out, take that down. And from the side, that looks like breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, pressing away, chin stays tight. Breathe out, hands press up. Again, we're breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, pressing away. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out, release down. Taking your arms all the way back up. Think about growing out of your arm as tall as you can. Keeping that right arm nice and tall, drop the left arm. Get your right arm close into your ear. Imagine you're between two panes of glass. Now you can't twist. You need to breathe in and lengthen up. Now as you breathe out, slide the right hip all the way over. Take your arm to the left. Here, being mindful not to twist. And use your breath. Breathe in, lengthen your arm, lengthen your side. As you breathe out, and breathe into that new space. Again, breathing in, growing, and breathe out, move into that space. Once more, breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, lower, hold it there, bring the left hand up, link your fingers, breathe in, lengthen the arms, breathe out, lower, hold that stretch again for 3, 2, 1, keep your core engaged, back to the middle. This time right arm drops, left arm stays close. We're breathing in, reaching tall, breathing out, hips sliding over to your left, your arm to your right. Being mindful not to twist. Breathe in, lengthen your arm, lengthen your side, and breathe out lower. Again, breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out lower. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out lower. Pause, right hand lift, take the fingers. Arms straight, breathe in, lengthen the arms. Breathe out lower. Hold 3, 2, 1. Control it back to the centre. And release it down. Hold down. Keep your shoulders roll out, so not feel tense. We're going to take that into a deeper stretch. Step your feet together. Keeping your feet together, heels and toes touching. We're again going to take that up. Link your fingers over your head. Reach your index fingers, so we've got pointy fingers up tall. Try and squash your ears with your inner arm. Breathe in, reach up tall as you can. As you breathe out, allow your hips to come over to your right, arms to your left. Bring into that really deep half moon stretch. Try and keep your elbows straight. Breathe in, lengthen your arms, lengthen your side. Breathe out, and move into stretch. Again, breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, lower. Last one, breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, lower, hold 3, 2, 1. Control it back to the middle. And reset, and middle, middle. Again, up tall. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, hips left, arms right. Use your breath. Breathe in and lengthen the arms. And breathe out lower. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out lower. Once more, breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out lower. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Use your core back to the center and release down. Shoulders go out. Stepping your feet out wider. You want your feet much wider than your hips. So if you're starting at hip width apart, big step out with each foot. Your toes are angled out, drop tail up and heel up on the top face. Tail tucked, core engaged. You're starting off with a neck stretch. Shoulders drop down away from your ears. Your arms reaching away, your fingers growing through the ground. Put your left ear to your left shoulder. You feel a stretch on the right side of your neck. Hold that there, reaching your way, I'll turn your head, try and look at your armpit. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the center. Right ear now to right shoulder. Turn your head. Hold. And back to the center. Float your arms up. You want a straight line with our arms. Fingertips reaching away, squeeze your shoulder blades to keep the arms back. Breathing in. As you breathe out, tilt your left. Looking up at the right hand. Breathing in, reach the arm up and backwards, open your side, open your chest. Breathe out, control it back to the center. Again, breathing in, breathe out to move. Breathe in, left arm comes up and back. Breathe out, back to the center. Repeating that, breathing in. Breathe out to move. Breathe in, arm comes back. Breathe out, center. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in, arm back. And breathe out, center. Arms drop down, feet stay wide. Taking your arms out in front of you now. So breathing in. As you breathe out, bend your knees, drop down into a wide sumo squat. You want our bottom low, chest lifted. Think about squeezing your knees out to the side. Your weight should go outside of your foot, grinding into your heels. And press into your heels, squeeze your bottom down toward. Again, take it down, knees come wide. Chest stays lifted, drop your bottom a bit lower. Not that, just about parallel with the knees. Hold it there. You lift up your right heel. And then release it down. Lift up your left heel. Release it down. Press into your heels, stand up. Again, take it down, knees wide. Chest lifted. Lift the right heel. Control down. Lift the left. Control down. Lift up both. Hold 3, 2, 1. Down and press all done. You're going to shake out. Reset your feet. Going into your balance section. If you're somebody who struggles with balance, make sure you've got something nearby to hold on to. That might be a foam roller, it might be a wall, it might be a chair. Step yourself up, feet parallel. So bending your knees, we're starting off on the right side. Hips are level, core engaged. Take your weight over onto the right. Bring your left leg up, link your fingers around the knee, draw it up to your chest. Think about pressing your foot into the ground, draw the knee closer into your chest. Compressing your hip. Can you take it now a little bit wider? Hold it there. Good. Keep holding. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Taking the left ankle into the left hand, leg into a quad stretch. Drawing the knees together. Keep your chest lifted. We want to close any gaps between our knees. Tuck your bottom under as you draw the leg backwards. Imagine you're kicking your ankle into your hand. Good. Keep holding that stretch. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Placing your ankle over the right knee. Allow the left knee to open out to the side. If you want to focus on your balance, you're going to stay here. Thinking about staying tall, core engaged, holding your balance. If you want to start to take that out into stretch, when you're ready, arms come out in front. Going to stick your bottom back, so sitting back into the chair. Good. And if you feel steady there, start folding forwards from your chest. You might want to stick your hands to your shin. If you can go further, stick your hands all the way down to the floor. Lift your head. Then that's sending leg a bit more. Keep holding. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently taking your hands up the floor, push into your heel, keep the core engaged, control it up, and release down. Get back over. Shift, rotate the ankle, and reset your feet. Repeating it on the opposite side, soft bend in the knees. Hips level, core engaged. Shift your weight over onto the left. Right leg lifts. Link the fingers. Draw that up into your chest. You are pressing the ground away with the opposite foot. Draw the knee closer. Compress your hip. And then take it out towards the armpit. Hold there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. The right ankle comes into the right hand. Drawing the knees together. Chest stays lifted. Tuck your bottom under. Should you roll that leg backwards. Find stretching the quad. Think about kicking your ankle into your hand. Hold it. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Right ankle over the left knee. Again, opening out of that figure 4 position. If you want to focus on holding your balance, stay here. Think about your core, think about staying tall. If you're taking it out into stretch, arms out in front, bottom sits back. Controlling that down. Good. If you're folding, fold the chest forwards, hands to your shin. Pull all the way down, and hands to the floor. Relax your head, bend the standing leg, and hold. Now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands, press into your heel, control it up, and release down. Keep the ankle and roll out again. Next set of balance exercises. Option of standing either on a balance pad or a cushion. If you haven't got a balance pad, you're at home. The sofa cushion will do the same job. I'm going to make you a bit walking. Starting off, right foot. Right foot centered in your pad or in your cushion. You can do these on the floor if you don't want to use either. Soft bending your knee again, hips level, core engaged. When you're ready, shift your weight over onto the right. Bring the left leg up, find your balance, and hold. Hold in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Draw that knee all the way up to hip height. Then open it out to the side, back behind, and through. 4 more times for your hip opener. Being really deliberate with your hip opener. Try and keep the rest of your body square. Just moving your leg. 2 more. Let it fall. Come back to that balance position. You've got the option of again holding a 10-second balance or taking that into 5 squats. If you go into your squat, bending and straightening, just to wherever you can control without the knee dropping inwards. It doesn't need to be a big squat, but it needs to be a controlled squat. That might just be a little bend, that's fine. Once you've done 5, down, swap sides. Foot centered in the pad or in the cushion. Stop bending your knee. Hips level, core engaged. Shift your weight over. Right leg lifts, find your balance. Hold there again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee lifts, opens, back, and through. Good. 4 more. Two more. Rest the way, stay still. Balance, hold, and then either again holding that balance on the right, left knee, or going into your squats. So wherever you can control. Once you have done 5, balance pads away, cushions away. Turn yourself side on for your roll downs. Again, we want our feet hip width apart, parallel, shoulders dropped and slightly tall. You should have your tail slightly tucked, core engaged. Imagine you are stuck to the wall behind you. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your chin. Allow your shoulders to peel forwards. Visualize your upper back peeling away. Then your middle back. Then your lower back. Then your pelvis. Find length at the bottom. You tighten your back, tighten your legs, soften your knees. Pause at the bottom. Take a breath in. And you breathe out, pressing your heels. Up your pelvis. Then your lower back. Then your middle back. Then your upper back. Then your shoulders. And finally your head. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out, tuck your chin. Shoulders roll forwards. Take your time. And taking 2 or 3 breaths to get all the way down, piece by piece, nice and steady. Breathing in at the bottom. Breathing out from the top. Stepping up. We'll just do 2 more of those roll downs. Breath in at the top. Breath out to roll down. Thinking about that breath in and out. Stacking up piece by piece. In that curve through the spine. Once more. you have to start with. Breathing in at the bottom, breathing out, rolling up. And allowing the shoulders to drop. Take it into a hamstring roll down. Step your right foot across your left. We want the toes facing forwards on both feet. That will have twisted your body. You want to correct your body by squaring the hips forward again. Squaring the shoulders forwards. Taking a breath in. Breathing out, rolling down just as before, piece by piece. And once you start to reach the bottom of your roll down, you're going to feel a tight stretch at the back of that left leg, the back leg. Keep your head heavy. You want me to take both hands to the left side of your mat and then toward the outside of the leg. You're reaching towards the ankle bone or the outside of the foot. Now take both hands around to the right side of the mat and then onto the leg. Again, reaching either towards the ankle bone or towards the outside of the foot. Keep the head relaxed. Back to the centre. Press into your heels. Use your core to step your spine up. Try not to fall over. Open up the shoulders. And squat. Left foot crosses over the right. Toes facing forwards. Square the hips, square the shoulders. Standing tall, breathing in. Breathing out to start the movement. Chin tuck, shoulders roll, heel it down. Hands getting the arms heavy, going that length now in the back of the right leg. Keep the head relaxed. Both hands come around to the right side of the mat, and then reach the outside leg. Toward the ankle bone, toward the outside of the foot. Swap sides, all the way around to the left and toward the outside of the foot. Relax the head. And up to the centre. Pressing your heels back up. And on across. So bring yourself down onto your mat. Starting standing, tuck your chin. Allow the shoulders to roll, come all the way down to the first half of your roll. You're then going to get your hands to the floor. If you need to bend your knees to do that, then do. And then walk the hands out. Walking the hands out to the heels, lift, pressing your hands, bottom drops over your heels, coming into that upside down V position. You'll feel stretch in your calves. Bend your right knee, let your left heel lower. And then squat, bend the left knee, let the right heel lower. Keep pushing into your hands, pedaling your feet out side to side. Move that stretch from one side to the other. Pressing your tummy towards your thighs. One more each side. Up onto your toes. Rock both heels down. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Then bend the knees. And sink down to the floor. Feet flatten. And come back into the child's pose stretch. Bottom onto the heels. Arm feet gently in front. Pausing there for a breath. Bring yourself now onto your back. If you are doing your exercises on your mat without a roller, set yourself up with your cushion or your towel just behind the back of your head. I want you to make sure you leave your neck free. If you're coming onto a roller, sitting yourself at the end of your roller and lying back along it. I'm going to demonstrate all of the exercises on the foam roller. However, they are the same exercises, regardless of whether you are on your roller or on the mat. If you are setting yourself up on a roller, sit at the end and walk your hands back and allow your head to rest on top of the roller. If your head is hanging off the end, shuffle yourself down so that it needs to be supported. We all want our feet hip width apart. If you're not sure, draw the feet back together. Walk the toes out and then bring the heels behind. Those on rollers, you can have your hands on the ground to support you a bit more, or folded into the hips or chest. We want to take a moment to find our neutral positions. Gently tuck your chin to lengthen the back of your neck and allow your shoulders to draw down away from your ears. Allow your collarbones to widen as you smile across the collarbones and your ribcage to soften down towards the floor. Bring your hands onto your hip bones. Side to side, make sure they're level with each other. Find your neutral position. First, tipping your pelvis forwards and allowing your lower back to arch away from the roller. Tilt your pelvis backwards. To do that, tucking your tail, you'll feel your lower back press down onto your roller, your mat. Tip forwards, allow it to arch. Tip backwards, pressing down, and then find half. Breathing in. As you breathe out, draw into your core. Keeping your core engaged, breathe in again. As you breathe out, you lengthen your right leg out in front of you. And breathe in to pull it back. Breathe out, lengthen the left leg out in front. Breathe in to come back. Alternating side to side. If you're on a roller, you really want to challenge your stability, arms across your chest or on your hip bones. If you're feeling quite unsteady, start off hands on the ground, fingers tented, and then just trying to reduce the amount of weight you've got in your hands. And really thinking about your core as you move from one side to the other. You don't want to wobble, stay level. You've got 3 more each side. Breathe out to lengthen. In to come back. Out to lengthen. In to come back. Out to lengthen. In to come back. 1 more each side. Good, come back to the centre. This time we're bringing our arms up. Fingertips point at the ceiling. Keep your ribcage tucked, your core engaged, take a breath in. As you breathe out, take your arms all the way back with elbows stay straight, as low as you can without letting your ribs lift. Breathe in, hands come back to the ceiling. Breathe out, arms travel back. Where can you get without the ribs lifting? Breathe in, back up. Breathe out, open up. And breathe in, come back. Do that twice more. And once more, breathe out, travel back. Breathe in, come back up. Let's open that up a bit more now. Breathe out, arms travel back. Breathe in, circle the arms all the way around the floor. And up. Again, breathe out, travel back. Breathe in, circle round. And up. 3 more. Breathe out, travel back. Breathe in, circle round. Try and keep the hands low as you circle round. 2 more. It's really good. Getting shoulder blades moving a bit more. Opening up any stiff middle backs. Good, come back. pause with your fingertips pointing at the ceiling. Next, bring the opposite arm and leg movements. Breathing in. As you breathe out, then to lengthen the right leg and your left arm, maintain control. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, lengthen the left leg and the right arm. And breathe in, back to the center. Alternate side to side, breathing out to lengthen. Breathe in to come back. Out to lengthen. And in to come back. As we move through this, there's a couple of areas I want you to focus on. Focus on keeping your tail tucked so that your lower back doesn't arch. Focus on keeping your rib cage tucked down so your ribs don't start to flare up. Breathe out to lengthen, in to come back, out to lengthen, in to come back. 2 more each side, keep going. Back to the centre. We're now bending our elbows, hands come behind your head. Your thumbs are at the base of the skull, fingers on the head and elbows drop wide. You might find that's made you arch your back and feel your ribs. If it has, tuck your tail, tuck your ribs. Re-engage into your core. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lead from your chest, bring your head and shoulders up. Breathe in, come back down. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Eyes look past the knees. Out to lift. Into lower. Out to lift. Into lower. 5 more. Last 2. Control down. If you're on a roller, either bring your hands to the floor or onto your hip bones. If you're on the floor, just leaving your hands on your hip bones. Make sure that your hip bones are still level, your core is engaged. We're now bringing our right leg to tabletop. 90-degree bend at the hip, 90-degree bend at the knee. Ankle flex. Breathing in to hold. As you breathe out, tap the right heel down. Breathe in, bring it back up. Breathe out lower. Breathe in, lift. Focusing, keeping the tail tucked and maintaining your balance. If you're on a roller and you're finding that you're wobbling, think about pushing into the left heel a bit more. You can always bring fingertips down to the ground if you need to. Starting to hold with the hands once you feel a bit more confident. 5 more. Into left. Out to lower. 3 more. Last one. Bring that right foot back up. Rotate it inwards, placing the right ankle over the left knee. Place your left hand behind your head and bring your right arm long. We're going into an oblique lift, taking a breath in. As you breathe out, we're lifting and twisting left to right. Think about reaching, lengthening with the right arm. Breathe in, control it down. Again, just on that side. Breathe out, lift, twist, breathe in, lower, and down. If you want more support, keep the hand on the floor. Sliding it along. Elbow stays wide, breathing out, lifting, twisting, breathing in, taking it down. You want to make that harder, hover that hand. Put 5 more. Two more. Controlling it down, head down, arm down, foot down. Reset your neutral position. Hips level, core engaged. Arms either on the ground or across your body. Over to the left side. Left leg to tabletop. Breathing in to hold. Breathe out, the left heel down. Breathe in lift. And breathe out lower. Into lift. Out to lower. Into lift. Out to lower. Keep going. Hips stay level, core stay engaged. If you're finding a really wobbly, push into the right heel. Four more. Left leg comes back up. Rotate in. Ankle over the right knee. This time the right hand comes behind the head. Left arm long. Breathing in. As you breathe out, lift and twist. Breathe in, center, and down. Breathe out, lift, twist, reach in. Breathe in, center, and down. Keep going. Again, you've got the option, keeping the hand hovered above the ground, or for more support, hand onto the ground, sliding it along. You've got 5 more repetitions, keep going. Last one. Down. Hand down, head down, foot down. Going into double tabletop from here. Make sure you've got your tail tucked, your core engaged. If you're on a roller, both hands need to be firmly on the floor. If you're on the ground, you can have your hands either on the ground or on the body. Neutral position, core engaged, and breathing left, right, up. Increase the tension now through your abdominals. As you do that, you'll bring your lower back press down into the ground. Once you feel that, left leg comes up. Breathe in to hold. As you breathe out, right heel taps down. Breathe in left. Breathe out, left heel taps down. And breathe in left. Out to lower. Into lift. Out to lower. Into lift. Good. Keep the ribs tucked. Tail tucked. Nice and steady. Counting 1, 2, down. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, down. 1, 2, up. Don't forget your breathing. Breathing out to lower. Into lift. 2 more each side. Out to lower. Into lift. out to lower, into lift, out to lower, into lift, out to lower, into lift. Can you go to the next level? Speed it up. Feet walk past each other, moving 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. One leg down at a time. And rest. Well done. Those on rollers, bring yourself onto the floor. You can move any rolling up to the side. And reset yourself on the floor, neutral position. Option of having a cushion behind your head if you need one. Feet hip width apart, neutral position at your pelvis, core engaged. Let's come back to double tabletop. Right leg comes up. Increase the tension across your abdominals and then bring the left leg up. You're going to take your right hand, place it on the outside of your right leg, just at the top of your shin. Place your left hand above your right knee. I want you to lengthen the left leg out on a diagonal. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, swap. Breathe in to hold, out to swap. In to hold, out to swap. You can make that harder by taking the leg lower. You can make that easier by straightening the leg higher. Try to block the knee as it comes towards you, rather than pulling it in. Keep going, keep your tail tucked. If you want to work harder again from here, you can bring in another level. Or reaching further down the shin, tucking the ribs down. Good. Breathing out to swap, in to hold, 4 more. Back to tabletop, head down, 1 foot down at a time. From there, I want you to go into your hundreds. If you want to stick at your lower levels for your 100, you can stay at level 1, both feet firmly on the floor. For level 2, hold 1 leg at tabletop, at the halfway point, swap sides. For level 3, we want both legs at tabletop, squeezing your inner thighs. For level 4, legs long, and level 5, legs long with your feet turned out, just the heels together. For success with 100, you want a stable base to start. Tuck your tail, engage your core, bring the right leg up. If you're going to level 3 or higher, increase the tension, bring the left leg up. Inner thighs come together. Taking a breath in, as you breathe out, reach your arms, lift your head and shoulders, and if you're going to levels 4 or 5 here, you're lengthening. Hold there. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blend your one leg down, actively time. Well done. Take your arms out wide. Knees and ankles together. Breath in. As you breathe out, rotate both knees over to your right and turn your head to your left. Feel that stretch, just press into it. Pull the knees back to the centre and all the way over to your left, turn your head to your right. Big breath out. Come back to the centre. Again, we're taking the knees to the right, the head to the left. If you want to increase the intensity of this stretch, you're going to straighten the top leg and allow that foot to travel down towards the floor. You can rest that right hand on the leg to increase the stretch. Draw your knees back together. Bring it back to the middle. This time, knees are coming over to the left, head to the right. Again, you've got the option if you want to increase that stretch, straighten the top leg and allow your foot to travel down to the floor. You can use the hand to guide it down. Come back to the centre and bring your arms. Bring yourself onto your side. If you're using a resistance band for your hip section, resistance band now goes above the knees. Coming onto your side, if you're using a cushion or a towel, place it between your ear and your outstretched arm. You want your feet level with your bottom. If you lift them up and look down, your toes will be about in line with your bottom. Knees bent. Going to lengthen our waist by tucking the top hip down towards the feet, tucking your tail and engaging into your core. Breathing in to get ready. As you breathe out, squeeze your heels, lift the top hip. Breathe in, control it down. Breathe out, lift up. Breathe in, lower. Keep the hips stacked. Thinking about squeezing the heels together as you lift up. Trying to wake up the muscles on the side of your glute. Shouldn't be feeling it in the front of the hip. If you are, I want you just to roll your hips forwards a bit more. Keep going from there. You've got 5 minutes. One more. Maintain that position, core engaged, hover the feet off the floor. Keep them there, take a breath in, breathe out, lift the top knee. Breathe in, control down. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Keep going. Five more. Two more. Good. Keep the feet high. You're adding on your kick now. Lift the knee. Kick the leg straight. Feet back together. Then take the knee down. Lift. Kick. Together. Down. Lift. Kick. Together. Down. Lift. Kick. Together. Down. Lift. Kick. together, down, halfway, 5 more, lift, kick, together, down, lift, kick, together, down, lift, kick, together, down,